MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got two teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Jose Quintana will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in Anaheim.
Okay, 7:05.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leader can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. In the dirt here. The throw will go to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
LeMahieu, the runner at third with no outs. That's inside. 2-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Check swing here. Did he go around? Yes, says Freddie Ferguson down to first. Strike 1. Set and the 2-1 pitch. At the ball. 3-1 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Gleyber Torres. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. 0-2, here it is.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
1-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Set to deal on 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And it's too late as he's in there.
Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his second wild pitch of the first inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out toward second. Only play is going to be the first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Now at the plate, here is Joey Gallo. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands. It's strike one.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Roll. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner. Give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
There's the 2-1 home.
Oh, that's it.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Still only one out in the inning. And the check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Count still full, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Comes with a fastball, but it's outside for ball four.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on its way.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
23 pitches already here in the first inning.
Ball one.
There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
At the plate, Aaron
The
Hicks.
center fielder.
As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
4 runs here in this half inning. Strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they score 4 times on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Yankees are out in front, 4-0. Jamison Taillon is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Striding in is Trevor Story. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
Now here's the pitch. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
And that misses 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, They might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Now at the plate, David Fletcher. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Story aboard here at first with nobody out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fletcher is truly an elite level defender, which is a big deal given the position he plays in the middle infield. Defensive metrics have become a bigger and bigger part of evaluating players, of course, and he's consistently among the leaders in these newer categories at his position.
Yeah, you can tell. His pitching staff absolutely loves him. First step quickness, soft hands, an absolute cannon for an arm. This guy fits the bill defensively.
Odor settles under it, and there's one gone. Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout.
I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Two and 0 now.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now a move over to first.
He's good.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. 3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls,
Stealing that
1
strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He's set. Here it comes. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Rendon, a native Texan. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he misses with it 1-1.
This looks like it could be a rough one. You can't throw a strike, and it's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Swing and a liner. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Bueller, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Justin Upton the next to hit. As he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Sanchez over to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Next to hit, Jared Walsh. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. From the stretch.
1-0.
Two men are on with two men out. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Misses high and away there. It's full 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ballgame with 3 men on. Ready with the 0-1.
Oh, that's on the plate.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 2 out, bases loaded. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here's the 2-2. that and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Angels get just the one. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Now the first pitch. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And there's ball one.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
The 1-1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Now the pitch. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. A full count for Odor, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. Into the box, Jose Iglesias set to lead off the home half of the second.
The designated hitter, Jose.
First pitch on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Stanton at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. Iglesias leads off second with nobody out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that ball.
Count still at 1 and 2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
I got to tell 2 and 2.
Still even at 2 and 2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And it's gone. Trevor Story with a 2-run shot as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The plate now, David Fletcher. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hicks is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Next to dig in, Mike Trout worked a walk his first time up. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball, that's down.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Throw on to Vogt takes care of him, and the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We've played 2, the Yankees 4, and the Angels 3. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Wackney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go is the third baseman, Gio Urshela. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the third inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the third.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. One there. On to first, and they get the double play. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And now the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Here comes the 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Big Joey Gallo leaves the yard with a solo shot, and it's now 5-3.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning. Yankees do get one on the solo homer. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 5-3 New York. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, it'll be Anthony Rendon. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Taillon is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the left field.
Here's Justin Upton now, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Stepping in now, Jared Walsh. He'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Walsh, originally from the Badger State of Wisconsin. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Upton, the runner at second with 1 away. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Looked like you tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Up next, Kurt Suzuki struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Two balls and no strikes.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0 offering for Suzuki. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Jose Iglesias stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. LeMahieu ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Angels strand a couple. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. All set for the start of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
He jumped all over breaking stuff last time up on that homer. So I got to believe in the back of his mind, he knows he's probably getting a fastball in during this sequence.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pops this one up. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And that one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and it's now 6-3.
Well, he's obviously very comfortable in the spotlight here. In the postseason, everything is amplified. Runs mean more, and every pitch counts, especially when you make a mistake as bad as this one. Missed his location, and he takes it out of here in a heartbeat.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks.
The center field.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0.
Yeah.
Stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Slater's under it. 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Gary.
So next to hit is Gary Sanchez. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1.
There's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad back barrel accuracy.
Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
Here's Rougned Odor now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball 1.
Inside, ball 1.
1-1. Fouled off. Six runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
In the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 4th coming up. New York leads it 6-3. Bottom of the inning now. And next to battle be the outfielder, Austin Slater.
The right fielder, Austin.
First offering. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Stanton to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next to me, the shortstop,
Trevor Story steps in now, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
At the ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1 the count now. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Stepping up is David Fletcher. First delivery to him. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. 2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. And that brings up Mike Trout. First pitch on the way. Low with a fastball here in the dirty. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the stretch.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
High in the air out to center field. Hicks able to track it down for the 3rd out. Angels strand 1. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Patrick Sandoval, a southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. So now into the box is Gio Urshela. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Hit on the ground out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
2-1. Strike 2 as the fastball was let go. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Joey Gallo now. As he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still lead it 6-3. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the imposing power bat, Anthony Rendon. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 0-2 delivery. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in, and that's out number 1.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
So now to the plate, Justin Upton. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett.
At the plate, Jared Walsh. As He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Couple of walks for him thus far. 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
In the dirt here. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. The 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. At the plate now is Kurt Suzuki. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Here's the first pitch to him.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved 1 more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Domingo Germán trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Jose Iglesias be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. As a look, now the pitch.
Ball 1.
Upton at second. Suzuki on at first with 2 down. Good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it, and that will end the inning. Angels strand a couple. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The batter, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Luke Voigt stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. First pitch of the AB on its way.
0-1, no play.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Now back, the
2 away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd home run of the series, as it is now 7-3.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
At the plate now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Fouls this one off. 0-2 once more. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the Yankees 7 and the Angels 3.
Like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all take ministry. Y'all.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Austin Slater, and they could use a spark from him here.
Right fielder, Austin Slater.
Now here it comes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw on the first in time. One away. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Trevor Story. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
One out, nobody on. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Popped him up. Odor in foul ground. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Hicks going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout. His second home run of the series, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those 6-pack kind of games, Hero. 6 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, just missed execution. Bad pitching. There's going to be a lot of guys running some extra poles after this.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. And it's fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Windup and the 0-1.
Get down 1-1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. But the Angels get two, both on this two-run home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the seventh. It's now 7-5. And now in the box, Rougned Odor. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. First pitch on its way.
Ball.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
1-0.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Fletcher backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Next to hit is Gio Urshela. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the AB now. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. Up and the 0-2 pitch.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
He couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Try again, 1-2. Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 7-5. Half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton.
The left fielder, Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Now Upton with a swing and a deep drive to left. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Justin Upton with the solo home run, as it's now a one-run game, 7-6 now. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, please, somebody, please stop the bleeding. This pitching staff on both sides are getting absolutely embarrassed.
This is one of those days, Hero, when you're sitting watching this game as a bullpen. You see this starting to unfold on both sides of the plate. This is one as a bullpen guy. You're sitting out there going, oh, Mr. Wizard, I don't want to be a pitcher today.
Garrett O'Day comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Standing in now, Jared Walsh. Simply off the slider too low, ball 1. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Here it comes, 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
1-1 home. No outs, nobody on. Fouled away. Swing, and he pops him up. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll get in there easily as the tying runs at second now with nobody out.
Up next to the
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Pops this one up. Voit is there. 1 away.
now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Iglesias.
So stepping in is Jose Iglesias, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on the way.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook, The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
0-1 count and the pitch. Walsh leads off second with one gone in the inning. high, 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And now here is Austin Slater. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
He's set. The 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw on to Ford takes care of him, and the inning is over. But the Angels draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Yankees 7 and the Angels 6. Noah Ramirez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41. Noah.
In now is the Yankees DH, Gleyber Torres. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 3. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Down the left field line and deep, and it's a foul ball. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joey Gallo. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Nobody out, runner on first. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 1-1. Strike two swinging.
1-2.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton. This will take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Clearly working bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Bold strike on the change, 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
1 out, 1 on, and a 1-run game. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Torres isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
At the plate, Luke Voigt. As he'll take a look at ball 1. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Rounded back up the middle. Story scoops it up. And there's out number 2. Josh Lindblom enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Aaron Hicks will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. As a look, now the pitch. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Stanton at third with 2 away. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Slater gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Angels 6. Aroldis Chapman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now to bat, Trevor Story. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
First pitch of the AB now. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Popped him up. Voit has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Now batting, the second baseman, J.J. Fletcher.
Ready now for L.A. David Fletcher, lifetime line against Chapman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Into the box, Mike Trout. And he fouls this one off. And he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. Set and the 0-1.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Anthony Rendon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating off speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run, 3-run lead. That's exactly what this guy has a chance to do. Hand it to that monster in the 9th with a 2-run lead.
Count is 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels lead 1. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping in the long ball threat, Gary Sanchez. He's set and the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Slater's under it. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, O'Doon.
Stepping in once again is Odor. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Chopped weakly to the right. So a full count now.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of the pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Full count still. Set. Here's the 3-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And that's the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu flew out last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started. And after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Into the box now, Gio Urshela, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they can't make anything out of a 2-out double. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Chad Green enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 57, Chad.
Now it'll be Justin Upton. He went deep last time up.
The last that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Ready with the 0-1.
Ball one. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Count.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Popped him up. Sanchez waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Next to stand in is Jared Walsh. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And that's in there for strike 1. Quickly 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Digging in next, Kurt Suzuki. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. He takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Down at 3-1.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
3-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
And this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Angels down to their last strike. Count remains full. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Grounded to short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Iglesias. And Ben, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take the deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
Suzuki is off at first with 2 away. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0. Look, now the pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have battled back to knock this series up at 2 games apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, plenty of runs to go around in this one. Not a great day to be a pitcher, that's for sure. These hitters look like they knew it was coming as soon as the ball was coming out of the hand. A wild game indeed.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. 8-6, the final score tonight. New York have evened up the series at 2 wins apiece. Domingo Germán takes home the win. Jose Quintana permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Clear the base, clear the base. I'm out of chase, money in case. Clear the base. Gotta call more than you got it. Going live, do this show. Clear the base. 2 scene ain't enough. 4 tie team is us. Man on first, on second, on third. I'ma have to clean it up. I done went guard, they all gone. Now alien beat it up. That contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up like Ben Way Wall. Really feel fine.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Angels, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A. 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.